Alrighty, y'all. Good morning, good day, good evening, what have you. This is David, Joseph Raphael, with another message from the sacred clown, Terrell. Hi, this is my video. It's not your video. My cat, immediately. This is a message today for Libra. I just did Virgo a couple days ago. Now we're doing Libra. When I started it, we are in Virgo season, and whenever I'm jump starting, I like to start with whoever we're in the season of. Now it's time for Libra, and we're conveniently in Libra season, so hey, it all pans out. Already real. So we're gonna dive in. I'm gonna shuffle the cards out, see what needs to be said and heard for anyone with Libra. Again, I don't know if I've said this before. These messages are intended to be timeless. You can watch them whenever they resonate for you. It's for you at that time. And yeah, alright, we're gonna get shuffling and see what anyone with significant Libra placement that resonates with Libra in general needs to hear. Alright, cool beans. Alright, hold it up to my heart real quick. What does Libra need to know? All the angels, archangels, and my spirit guides and spirit. Alright, cool beans. We're going to do some shuffles. I like Libra season in general. It makes me think of justice and judgment, things coming into balance, like the karmic scales being tipped. Your sign quite literally is a scale, so Libra or liberty or balance. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. And then afterwards, you get Scorpio season, which I am. I'm a triple Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Mercury. And I feel every little bit of it. But hey, we'll get there when Scorpio season comes around. And we'll actually get there in the next reading because Scorpio does come on in next. But today it's about Libra, alright? I don't think I've ever met a Libra that I didn't like in some capacity, so compliments there, guys. But y'all are hard not to like, right? Or whatever. Because you just good people. Alright, anyway, I'm getting off track. What does Libra need to know, Spirit? What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? Alright. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you guys. And then we'll have the underlying energy as well to see how we should be viewing these things, from what lens to look at all these archetype cards. These are, just in case you're ever interested, the Kim Krantz archetypes cards. I don't know if I'll ever find a better deck. Now, I don't want to set myself up and say that I can't find something that's cool, but with the depth that I like to read, and I'm a big, watery, emotional guy, and I'm kind of just always swimming in the collective psyche, so have the archetypes cards for me to be able to do readings is exceptional. I love them. I love her illustrations. They exude so much emotion. So it makes it it always paints such a beautiful, clear picture for me when I'm tapping into your energy. So I highly recommend these cards, I think. And her book that she has to coincide with it to describe, each card is very insightful, and just kind of puts it out there for you to decide the meaning, which I appreciate. But I hardly ever reference the book when I'm doing these readings, just because it's just my, I don't know, spirit will tell me exactly what I need to hear. I feel out every message that needs to be conveyed. But it's very easy to. It's a whole wellspring of things that can be communicated. Anyway, I'm talking, but hey, I'm also shuffling. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. energy is Alethea, who wound up at the bottom. This card's been coming up a lot lately. I've done some personal readings and it's appeared. But I think this actually carries weight. This actually came up when I did like my introduction reading, if you want to go back and watch that, as to like what energy I'm bringing to this channel. Alethea, when I brought it up, I saw it as like an intense, not even intense, just like the most implicit form of love, unconditional love. Really, I went back after doing the reading to research and look at what the cards meant. This actually means truth. But I saw like a correlation between unconditional love and truth, because it's like, if you're going to give someone the most absolute truth, you have to do from a place of unconditional love, because the truth can sting, it can hurt, it can burn, but if you're going to tell it to them, if you know truth can be painful, you ultimately want to tell it because you love someone. No matter how much it hurts you or hurts them, they deserve to know. The truth is coming up, and I think this fits for Libra season because of the balance here. The truth will be revealed. All right, but I'm going to tap in and see what needs to be known for Libra specifically. There's a weight to this right now. There's a reluctant energy, a hesitancy, an uncertainty, as if like you know the truth, but you don't want to hear it, or you know the truth, but you don't want to say it. I can't quite pin down what it is, or maybe it's just the overall vibe. I mean, it is the underlying energy, so that might be it. The fact that you feel it in the air, but you're not ready to address it or to speak it or have it be spoken to you. There's reluctancy. I can't quite pin down if you're one or the other, but there is that kind of like balance of in between, of like the truth is felt, it just hasn't been heard or said yet. All right, cool. That being said, we're going to open up the other cards. Already 7 minutes in, haven't even revealed a major card. All right, we have Eros. Whichever way you want to look at it, I think this is correct. Technically the right side up. Eros. We have the thread. And we have the self. All right, the self. Okie dokie. All right, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to tap in and see what these are. This is an excited energy. It's now Eros is typically like, it's like erotic love, but it's like passionate love. And it's like, so it's coming through as very excited right now. But it's so excited that it's like scared, and it's like there's almost like a sense of reluctancy, which was mirrored in Alethea or Althea. But it's like, it's bubbly, it's passionate, it's fiery, but it's also like a little muted right now because it's uncertain of itself, but it wants to come through. It wants to be spoken. It wants to be communicated. This love, this expression, this passion. And it's like, it's almost confused in and of itself because it's like, it doesn't know if it's passion or if it's love itself. It's like this Eros is kind of like bordering on like, I have all this passion, but is it just like a lustful energy? Because it feels more warm or excited than that. It's like, it's happy, but it's like fearful, but at the same time, it's like not confident in itself. But it wants to be expressed. But like right now, it's like, it's got all this like coming out of it, but like it's holding itself shut right now. It's like, it's got that, it's trying to stay balanced holding that diamond in its mouth, but it's got a lot to be said. It's got a lot to be expressed, but it still isn't quite ready to let it out and speak the like nugget. It's very enticing. Obviously arrows, but all right. That was a lot. It almost made me cry. It's like this feeling is so overwhelming and so it's so in it, but like it doesn't know if it's actually there. It's weird. All right, I'm gonna keep pulling, keep going. All right, the thread. Keep pulling as I I pull the thread. All right, anyway, the thread. All right, this one's actually pretty clean and clear. This is like an intuitive pull or following or calling. And it's like for a while, I think Libra, like your intuition, you maybe have been disconnected from it. And it had always been a little bit muted, and you maybe didn't feel like intuition was something that you could actually follow within yourself. It was just an idea, and then maybe like sometimes you would reference like, oh, I followed my intuition, when you didn't quite know how to logically make sense of it. But this is coming through with a lot more certainty lately. And it's not even a matter of like, is intuition real or not for you? It's more like, yeah, it's certain, I know, because that's what I've been following this entire time. Or at least up until this point now, like maybe a recent thing has come up in your life where now you're following your intuition, or you can feel it within you. You can feel that guiding force almost emanating from your heart, telling you where to go, what to do. But for a while, what I'm actually seeing, you can feel, so you can see that there's an arm pulling on it. There's a tug. Whether it's like you climbing like a rope and following it with certainty, or like this is your higher self or spirits tugging on you, like yanking you to be like, hey, follow us. You can feel that very strongly, and you can feel that pull. There's a pretty solid grip on that rope. So now you can feel it firmly, but for the longest time, I almost see this as smoke or mist that was kind of covering it up. So it's there, but like it wasn't quite realized. It was a little foggy. It was uncertain. But that's the essence of intuition in general. It's like you are following something out of an innate knowing or a projection, feeling, a spidey tingle, so to sense, that you're trying to follow without using your sense. And Libra, like, I know you're pretty logical because you're an air sign, but this is new for you. It's new for you to follow your intuition, so to speak. But you feel a warmth. You feel a joy, an excitement. You can see possibilities by following this line, this rope, the call of your intuition right now. And I think it might be related to this. Maybe it's a love or a passion or an excitement that you feel, and only now are you actually opening up to it. All right? Now we're going to tap into the self. Okay. My heart started to beat a good amount more when I picked up this card. I gotta be honest, like there wasn't like an overwhelming message that came through. I was kind of just felt like at peace with myself holding this card up to myself, coincidentally. It's the self. I think this is you just coming into your own expression, your own self-expression, and knowing who you are. And for a while, you might have thought that the color only existed outside of yourself, but like if you're following your heart, which is what this thread, the intuition, is trying to get you at, then that's what that expression is. Like you got a heart, this heart of gold. You've either opened yourself up to your passions, and you're ready to embody everything that you are, And I think for a while there was a reluctance, and that's what this energy has been about right here. The truth is coming out. I think this is more so you're being honest with yourself, but for a while you didn't know how to be honest with yourself. You felt like you had to follow other ways or other avenues. But now you're being honest with yourself. And you can kind of see clearly now, you know? And now there's a rainbow all around you. There's passion, there's creativity, but it's more so like, it's not like, this might not even necessarily be any passion or project or like direction that you're going in. This is just the energy you feel you're exuding now that you are embodying and embracing and loving yourself for all that you are. And if you follow your intuition, you'll be able to be surrounded by this colorful rainbow energy. If you follow your intuition, these are actually pretty similar. But this is how it looks for you right now in the uncertainty, following the tug, following this line, following this pull on where you could go, and it's leading you to this, because this will be the body that you in energy, your true self. Your true self is where you're being guided to. Your undeniable individualistic expression, as it wants to be seen, it wants to be heard, and that is also represented in the truth. Your truth is coming to the light, to the surface, to the forefront. It wants to be exuded from you. I like the simplicity and the clarity of this message for you guys. You freaking air signs, it's always so simplistic. But like, I can make sense of it, I guess, logically. Now, one thing I want you to see is the gold right here, this little gold nugget, and also this gold heart, this gold pearl. They're the same thing, all right? So whenever I look at this card, I see this as a heart of gold. If you're certain in your heart and what you want, you've made yourself pure, your intentions pure, and then follow your intuition, which would be your third eye, then you'll be on the right path, and you will be able to see through other people's bullshit. You'll be able to know the truth, and you'll be at your fullest expression. All right? I hope that's making sense. I'm going to pull some tarot cards just to clarify for you, just so you can get a little bit more material representation of what's going on. But yeah, we're looking good so far. It's a positive message. I like it. You're not being scolded or told, oh, do this, do that. Just keep on going where you're going. You're excited. You want to let it out. Follow your intuition, and you'll get there. But let's get some clarifiers. All right. All right. Hold on. All right, I'm a mess right now. All right. Spirit, let's clarify these archetype cards for Libra. See what they need to know. All right. All right. So we'll pull 4 cards to review the energies of what we've discussed so far. What does Libra need to know? Please clarify these 4 cards. Alright, ready. Getting to be about 19 minutes. I was yapping a lot at the beginning, so I apologize for that. But I'll make sure you guys get the clarity of your messages. All right. King of Swords. Oh, if that doesn't scream truth, then I don't know what the fuck does. King of Swords. With Althea, or Alethea, however you want to pronounce it. I still don't know. Althea. All right. We're clarifying Eros with 4 Pentacles. We are clarifying the thread with 3 of Cups. And then we are clarifying the self with the 5 of Wands. Huh. Interesting. I'm going to tap in with these. The underlying energy of all these is 2 of Pentacles. showed up in the Virgo reading the other day. But we'll see if that has any semblance of anything or meaning. That's just the underlying for the tarot. I usually don't rely on that. All right? All right, King of Swords. This is truth. I want to say this is your underlying energy. So there might have been, like, you might have been reluctant to speak your truth in the past, or to face or honor or recognize the truth, but now you're just sitting in it. You know what it is. You know what, either it's a direction you want to go after, how you want to express yourself. You've got it, and that's the underlying current, because you want the truth. You want that truest expression of yourself. All right? Clarifying the arrows, we have the Four of Pentacles. All right? I already have an idea what this means, but we're going to feel it out. So this is like the more of a reluctance energy. You see he's holding on to what he's got. You're kind of holding back this passion. Maybe this is an expression of love. Maybe this is I don't know if this is a love for someone else, a love for something you want, maybe a love for yourself, a love for something you want to do, but you've been holding it back for long enough now. And I think this energy is pretty much just about over. Because I think that, this is the first one that shows up, so I'm reading them from left to right. I usually see as a progression of where we're going. You have been reluctant to speak, express the passion, the truth, this fiery, lovey interest that you have. This is an embodiment of you holding on to it, but you're about to let go of this, and you're moving into this energy, which is a celebration, all right? Sorry, I'm tapping that way. Yeah, this is the excitement of the pull, of following your intuition, of like, I almost see this as like your spirit team or your higher self or spirit itself celebrating the fact that you're finally listening to your fucking intuition. And maybe you're excited yourself that you're listening to your intuition. Maybe this is just you with like your spirit guides, your angels, however you want to see it, spirit itself, being excited that you're actually going in this direction, that you're actually going towards the rainbow, which makes you happy. It's your fullest expression, your embodiment. You're finally happy to go after it. It's like you're almost giddy, because this isn't like 10 of Cups. This isn't like full-blown, like emotional fulfillment. But this is like the giddiment. You're building up to it. You feel excited by the fact that you're actually going there, that you're going after it. And if this is like someone climbing a rope, they're excited to get to the top, but they're also excited by the fact that they're actually climbing, they're actually going somewhere in general. This one was the, I guess, slightly most confusing from my first look, but I want to tap into it just to clarify. Okay. This is kind of silly. This is kind of silly. But we have the self here, and it's being clarified by the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is usually like controversy, little bickering, a passionate dispute, perhaps, as you can see, as we got a bunch of boys smacking each other with their sticks, with their wands. I see this as you. And I see it as like excitement, but also just, I see, like, the word that kept on coming to mind is play. Play. So I don't know if like you like used to play with like your friends, or if you're a boy or girl, it doesn't matter, but like if you used to just get like, this is such a, like, I see this, feel this as like a silly message, but like the truest expression of yourself is when you're just playing, when you're just joking around, being creative. Like if you, like, I see all these colors, like if you are a painter, you just start finger painting, go like do the thing that satisfies your inner child. I don't see this energy as being bad or like naive, or like, it's young and it's spirited, but like I know people usually see this as controversy, but I simply don't feel this energy. It feels very lighthearted. And if
I feel like you're getting to the point where you're so sure of yourself, or if anyone is coming at you or challenging your perspective or who you are or how you see things or how you want to express yourself, you just see it as like children that don't know like what they want, you know? You see it as like, oh well, that's just silly, or like you're just playfully gonna like put them down or go about your business and do what you want to do. Like it's just very simplistic for you now. And like you see any bickering or any disputes as just like, I don't know, just like childish, and not in like a, oh, judgmental, you're immature, like this is how you see me, I'm so much more sophisticated. No, you just like, you like, if someone's gonna insult you, you're just gonna take it on the chin in a playful manner and maybe twist it to just have it end up being a compliment yourself, which is what I do all the time because I love it. But like you are stepping into that energy of just like, oh well, like no one, like it's no skin off your back, you know, if someone throws shade or tries to put you down, it's like you're just gonna laugh it off in a very whimsical and lighthearted manner and go about your business. You're here for fun. You're here for a lovely time. That's just the energy I'm getting from the what's being exuded from your self-expression. No, I don't even know. I like hardly even want to tap into this card because it's the underlying energy that came up. But I will, just to see if there's a message. So you might be still coming into yourself as to like how you want to make the next decision that you want to make and how you're moving forward. But I think you, because there is still a Four of Wands here, so you still are trying to hold on a little bit to like what you have or your previous notions, because you are a very logical person. If you're a Libra and if you have heavy Libra placements in your chart, you see things quite clearly. You like to rely on your logic, but like your logic knows what the truth is now, and it's undeniable. And your logic is in accordance with your intuition and the excitement about your intuition. Like these guys are going hand in hand right now. Like the underlying truth of the situation is calling you to follow your intuition. And he's sitting calmly in what he's doing and what he's knowing. He knows what he's supposed to be getting after and doing, but he's also holding down his shit. I think the immature or the uncertain parts of you still has a little bit of reluctance, or like the parts that, you know, the old version of yourself maybe it's just like, well, I don't know, is it like okay to follow my intuition in this regard? I can tell you that it most certainly is. Like you might be still a little wary, but I think your soul knows what it's going after. I think maybe your ego might be a little conflicted as to maybe what other people might say about what direction you're going in, but I think you're on the right track, Libra. And you know what? Like, since you're Libra, there's just you balancing the scales out, all right? Things are coming into balance. It might look like things aren't quite even or leveled right now, but I can assure you with the energy that I'm seeing from you, it's coming into balance. Whether the universe is balancing it up for you, I think you have the ability and capability to find balance for yourself. And while you might have been in this energy of uncertainty and weighing things out for a while, I think that's coming to rest right now. All right, Libra? I think that was a pretty wholesome message. Libra like needed to figure some shit. I'm not Libra. Virgo needed to figure some shit out, but you are coming into something. You're following your groove, and I'm proud of you. This is a very light-hearted, colorful, fun, and optimistic energy. Follow your intuition. Like you have stellar discernment from your logic. Use that in tandem with your intuition, and you'll find the truth just fine. All right. So like in your case, Libra, that's your logic. That's your I guess your intuition or your third eye. But this is your heart and your passions. Use them in balance. Know and feel this energy, and you got this. All right. I'm so proud of you. I hope you've enjoyed this message. I'll continue putting these out. There's no specific time frame or how these are meant to be received. But yeah, love you, Libra. Have a dope ass Libra season. You got this. You're a king, literally king of swords. And yeah, until next time, all right? Much love. Toodles. Peace, peace.